Ads are done. Hello. Welcome back to the stream. Wow. It's only been since mid-June. Sorry. Uh, you know, shit happens. I don't know. I didn't really feel like streaming for a while, and then when I did, I got sick. So that's how it's been going. Anyway, welcome to the Minecraft server. Wow. Couple things may have changed. I don't remember how much of Rat Hole was built on the last stream, but also, yeah, here. And one of the things that would appear to be missing is my hunger bar, because the new version of the mod pack does not have hunger, because screw hunger, it sucks. And I don't know, my Ascent video, the video of that matcha flavored guy, you know what it is. Everyone that's watches Minecraft probably got it recommended to them. But I saw it and I was reminded, like, oh yeah, hunger does kind of suck. So I removed it too. Anyway, I don't know how to stream anymore. Yeah, this is how my base is on the Minecraft server. I don't think all that much has changed. Not much that's like immediately obvious. We're back to copper powered rails. I don't remember how long ago we would have had copper powered rails. So I'm gonna see my toes spread. Honestly, probably. I don't remember when it would have been, but probably. But anyway, we're back to copper powered rails. I don't remember how long it's been since we used those, but we're back on those. And also the ratways, which is a little something I've been working on, because apparently a rail system is just not enough for me. Oh yeah, there's that little title card there. That's another mod. We'll get to that. Go straight through my pyramid, and it is civilized. Wow, it is very backroomsy, because I started building this like right after we watched the Backrooms movie, so I was feeling inspired. Anyway, this goes all the way to spawn. I'm not gonna walk all the way there right now. That would be boring. We know the direction spawn is, and the tunnels aren't finished yet. I need to wait for my bamboo farm to accumulate more bamboo, because it's not particularly slow, but the tunnel is very long. I also need to decorate this staircase area. And also apologies if I sound a little raspy or start wheezing, because once you get allergies, they don't want to leave for like weeks. It's very fun. Anyway, down here, hello glue. Same old with the factory right here. This is probably new. This is my bamboo factory that I built for the back rooms. It's got a lovely little pattern on top, just kind of a floral whatever. You know, we've got bamboo filtering into this crate. It's pearl loaded, which is dig down here. Nope, I forgot how small I made this. Bim Bim factory. True. Yeah, I basically just put a stasis chamber in here, so that'll chunk load the area. I don't think it chunk loads the whole factory. Yeah, most of it. It chunk loads most of it. I'm gonna turn that off because it's a little cheaty. We've still got that over there. I really need to expand this road and add like a gateway through this part of the wall here, because I really want to have like a grand gate that I can like open and close right here. Probably some kind of autistic redstone shit. I don't know. Someone's gonna call me autistic for doing it. But also over here, we of course have the Ford Motor Car Factory, which if you haven't seen is it just is a rail crafter. It's nothing too fancy. It just uses the crafters. I think we've had the copper rail as an alternate recipe for a while, but I think having the texture back is new. I don't think we ever got rid of the alternate recipe. Here's my graveyard with all my deaths. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I've died 15 times. Um, which, honestly, considering how long the world's been going, pretty good. And I've also started to expand this over here. I'm not sure what I want to do with this corridor here, because I'm still going to make this wall kind of through there. So it's going to be like a narrow corridor. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I don't know. I'll figure something out. I want it to be claustrophobic though. Like the whole point of most of Rat Hole is that it's going to be highly claustrophobic. And I've also moved the bridge up over there. I can run over quickly. My enchantments. Enchantment tech. Gotta love enchantment. Yeah, I've expanded this. I've switched up the road a little bit. There used to be a bridge down there, but it was like in the way of the gateway there. Really, it wasn't. There's nothing that goes on the water that would have possibly not fit under the bridge. But I really just wanted to make this go above the gate. And so now it does. Very cool. Honestly, I don't think there's too much else new with this area. There is... Oh, right. Let me get my spyglass. I did put a little cover on top of my bedroom area there, just to have another balcony. We can head on over. Let's go through the stable. I really need to figure out something to do with this, because obviously this pie factory has not worked for years. This was built before the crafters even existed, or before we even knew that crafters would exist. Gotta figure out what to do with that. Hi, Taco. I've switched up Taco's stuff. Since saddles now have boot enchants in the new enchantment versions, I've given the saddle oil, so it's buoy, the horse can walk on water, and Taco has reinforcements, which is Warden Spine. Yeah, gotta defend Taco. They're here. There's my a small little treasury. I'm kind of broke. I could really do with some more diamonds. Up through here. There used to be a picture here, but that was with signed paintings. I think... No, yeah, I did stream on Drasil before. And signed paintings was on the even older version. So this hasn't been there for a while. But I think I've kind of figured out the idea for this space a little bit. I want this to be like the mayor's house, and it's like connected pretty much directly to City Hall. Terrible work-life balance, but it's kind of cool. And I think knowing that this is City Hall now kind of allows me to do a lot more with it and maybe have some more public accessibility. Obviously not down by the treasury, but, you know, up here. And then through here will be the mayor's house. We've got a lovely brand new cuck chair in the mayoral bedroom, because every bedroom needs a cuck chair. Yeah, I can go out through the balcony. This is the upper balcony. It's yet another balcony where you can, you know, sit and chat and look out over the city, sort of. And a lot of this will be way more industrialized eventually. And this rain is probably destroying bitrate. I've also switched this to stairs. It was rope before. It's stairs now. This is not changed. Yeah, no, I still have door world through there. Yeah. You get a lovely view of Radfield. I'm not sure how I want to do the campsite there, because I obviously want to keep the campsite. I'm not going to destroy my very like original base. And also I don't know why the enchantment wet meter is showing up when I don't have the buoy enchant. It's just gonna do that. Yeah, let me get my spyglass. I don't want to destroy this. This was my like original base back when this was a mangrove swamp and there were trees everywhere. But I also need to figure out a way to build the city around it. So maybe I'll make it... Thank you for farting in my ears. Very cool. Maybe I'll make it like a homeless encampment in the park. You know what? Just for that, I'm going to see if I have any more pollen stored in my base so I can bring it over to your bunker. Yep. Alright, pollen time. I completely forgot I had 43 pollen stored in my chests. I usually just, like, go and grab it whenever I feel like pollening up the place. But also, this is a good way to show the new and improved rail station at the mall. It used to be that the rails just kind of came to a stop floating above the mall, kind of where the roof is gonna be. But now there's actually a like a proper rail station. I mean, it's not big. It's not impressive or anything, but it's there. It exists now. You know, I can actually say that there is a real stop and not just floating there. Yeah, also this place looks like a fucking Austin Highway Junction now. It has for a while. It looks... Yeah, here it is. Wow. This is the mall rail station, and you stop inside the mall. Wow, who'd have thought? What a concept. Stopping in the mall at the mall. It makes sense. And it also allows me to extend the rat line, which I don't know where it's going to extend to. I don't have any plans this direction. But just in case, you know, you never know. Maybe someone will stumble upon something that I should connect to. Has that mountain always been there? I think so. Pretty sure that mountain's always been there. I don't know, sometimes things just appear. Yeah, that's where I got my goat horn. Or no, that's Bear Mountain. I got my goat horn like down there. But actually on the mountain area, it's just infested with bears for some reason. Forest. I kept the biome titles just because it's funny. I probably would have removed them if they weren't funny. Because every time I see them, I just think of like Jack Black saying that. Grove. The Nether. Thousand Peaks. I wonder if anything's gonna be spawning closer to the bunker. Doesn't seem like it. Okay, I will need to... Ah, crap, I forgot to go over how the mob spawning works now. Anyway, welcome to the bunker. This is where I store my pollen. And also my Ender Dragon painting. It's very nice. Not quite my best work. Yeah, I'm sure this will be worked on. It'll be chipped away at. I've seen some nice rooms, some nice progress going on. I should probably sleep. That would be a good idea. Is the ceiling too tall here? Or no, ceiling's fine down here. Alright, I'll spawn some phantoms in here. Just to have those two. Kinda surprised that mobs are spawning so close to the bunker. Maybe it's just the way that it's built. Since it's like embedded in the ground. Also, I haven't seen that many enhanced mobs. Because enchantment is supposed to allow mobs to use the enchantments. So like zombies will actually like strafe and double jump and stuff. So we'll see how that pans out once I actually encounter one. Rat. Yes, indeed. Man, I should really redo my emotes. They're suffering from old art syndrome, which is to say that I made them over a year ago and I no longer like them. That's just the way that it is. It is what it is. I really feel like I couldn't see that far before. Maybe my fallback world is finally working. Or maybe it's just because I've explored that way. Because Bobby Mod is supposed to let me see further than the server render distance. Which it does. But it's also supposed to fetch chunks from a fallback world if I haven't explored over there yet. And it doesn't seem to be doing that. Rat. Again. What did I even call this emote? Just rat. It is just rat. Alright, I need to... Was this the 59 in Robin 59 mean? I don't know how the fuck I deciphered that. Basically, Twitch assigns a random, like, prefix for emotes for affiliate streamers. Like, you don't get to pick it until you're a partner. So since I'm only affiliate, I just deal with the random prefix. And they added a 59 for some reason. Honestly, I don't remember the requirements for being affiliate. I don't know how I'm still affiliate. Interesting. What is this like ancient Egyptian method of typing where we just don't include the vowels? Alright, bell, lodestone. This is how we determine the bounds of the city. I'll go up here so I can see it. Basically, there's a mod called Civilis, not Syphilis, Civilis, which makes it so areas that are built up enough with certain blocks around them will become civilized. And the more civilized, the less likely there are to be mobs spawning there until eventually the mobs are like completely deterred. But basically, the way you see the bounds of the city by ringing a bell on a lodestone. And yeah, Rat Hole is huge. It has absolutely massive bounds. And then over time as well, like say I just completely up and abandon Rat Hole, it would eventually degrade and mobs would start spawning here again. But for now, it's safe. I mean, it's already safe because I lit the entire thing up with torch spam. But it's safe even without the lights. Which I think is it's a cool mechanic. It's a little bit more immersive than just spamming torches. And it kind of helps the mobs not pester you while you're building. I think spawn area also has a little bit of civilization just kind of built around. I'm not going to bother bringing the bell because it's easy to tell where the civilization is. Pretty obvious. I don't know if the exterior of Walmart Tower was completed the last time I streamed. Well, definitely not. I don't know if it was even a tower. Walmart has got multiple levels now. And it is not Alcatraz. Because it's got blue windows. And I've also got Black Tree City Hall up there. I don't know if I've showed that before either. We'll go look at Black Tree City Hall just to make sure. I'm not gonna bother going through the lobby. There's nothing in the lobby. Alcatraz had windows too, you know. It didn't have blue windows. That's the thing. And the windows aren't reinforced. Because they don't have to be reinforced. Because the people want to live there. And they can't afford to move anywhere else. So if they break the windows, then they just get fined. Anyway, Black Tree City Hall. This is the meeting table with the not up-to-date maps. Beautiful rat hole down here. So my chair is the closest to rat hole. Sandwich noise. Drasil Jaguar Productions. And Cuck. Oh yeah. Blacktree City Hall also has the poo with a view. Very cool. Shitty Hall. Yep. Now we go to Walmart. And this is Main Street as well. There's actually a Main Street now. And I haven't destroyed the pie shop. I might end up bulldozing it. I might not. I might leave it up just for like historical value. I guess it's technically a historical building. Just a reminder, we'll be done. Maybe. And I'm not the one that put that sign there. That was determined to be unfinished. Not by me. Anyway, this is Walmart. The bakery is gonna go over there. Maybe. We've got, what is this supposed to be? NCR affiliated In-N-Out. Sure, man. And then, let's go to the break room. The break room is important. Because that's where, you break. You need to go through the door. And it's so spacious here. You can do so many activities. Like, what is there not to be happy about when you work at Walmart? When you're part of the Walmart family? Close the door behind me. And of course, you gotta have a bathroom. Got the bathroom over here. And the toilet's over there. Somebody move that. And the manager's office. Once again, spacious. Great acoustics, probably. My goal when building the break room area was just for it to be generally confusing. That was all that I wanted. Was for it to just be slightly confusing. Because that's really just kind of how they are. But of course, if anybody that works at Walmart wants to go back to their apartment on the upper floors, they just have to walk across the entire store, right by the tight, where there will be a pharmacy, entrance here. Nice tiny little staircase. That way customers aren't wandering up here, you know? Think of the customers. Got this beautiful, beautiful floor here. This will probably be like, I don't know, some kind of activity floor. You need enrichment for the people living here. And also a pool. I'd have a pool. And I also want to put a bar somewhere on here. Put a bar somewhere on here. You know. You work at Walmart, you're gonna be drinking a little bit. And of course, you need to have elevators. So this will probably be, well, this will just be like apartments. I'm not entirely sure how to do the apartments. I don't even know if I want like an interior wall here like I have downstairs. Because like the main Walmart is like the exterior wall is stone, the interior is white terracotta. So I might do something similar on the apartment levels. Or I could just leave it stone. Yeah, this will be another just plain apartment level. Right, I need more mud to finish off the roof. You could see so much from up here. And so much of the city will be visible and it will be beautiful. And also, the Walmart complies with regulatory standards of not only not going above City Hall, but not blocking the view of the tree. Even if you stand all the way over here, it doesn't line up with the tree. Because I don't want anything being like directly in line with the tree. It's like too tall. You don't want to block it. That's like the central point of the entire city. At least not in this district. I'm not sure how much the city is gonna expand. So in this area and that area over there, nothing taller than City Hall that is directly like cardinal or diagonal from the tree. You know what I mean. Oh, and post office. Let's see how the post office is doing. Have I got anything in the mail? No. And I should build another car. I gotta build more cars. I think I'll do that. I think that's what I'm gonna do. First, I need mud. I need mud for Walmart. Yeah, mud for Walmart, and then car. That's the plan. And I am going to be just absolutely all over the place. I don't have plans or anything really. I just wanted to show off some of the cool things with the new mod pack. The new mod pack update. And I think carts. Dude, we gotta look at the carts. Right, there's carts. Hold on. That's taking priority now. The carts are gonna be super important. How the hell do you make a cart? Kind of cart do we want to make? I'd say we could probably make a supply cart. We need a wheel. So for wheels, I'll just grab everything. So for wheels, we want to do this. And then supply cart is going to need 2 chests. Like so. I've done it wrong. Ah. Didn't mean to do that, really? Why is that something you can do? Why is there a button to share recipes? Whatever. Cart. Cart. Hold on. Get out of here. Get the freaking recipe thing out. Yeah, I completely replaced the recipe book. Because the vanilla Minecraft recipe book is so horribly made that it can overload your player data if there's too many recipes. And there's already a lot of recipes. But anyway, this is the cart. You can open it. It's got, looks like about as much as double chest. You can pull it by pressing R. Oh, look at me. It actually doesn't slow me down all that much. I was kind of expecting it to slow me down. And then I think... Alright, get over here, Taco. I think... No. Come on. How do I... I'm pretty sure there's a way to hook this up to the horse. Oh, it is hooked up to the horse. It's just visually not connected. Okay. Useful carts is a little bit different from nifty carts, which is a little bit different from Masticore carts, but they're all just ports of the same mod. But anyway, look at this. Taco can now all things. So when I'm building, I can just, well, if I'm not in Rat Hold and I'm building, I can load up my supply cart. It's just a problem with my base. Okay, that's not gonna work. My base is not designed with carts in mind. Okay, Taco, you stay like over here or something. Okay, we need mud for... Oh, we don't have any mud. Oh, if only... If only I lived in a former mangrove swamp. And it still does say mangrove swamp. You know what would be really cool that I've thought about a lot with Minecraft? Is if they had a way to change biomes like Terraria. Because like Terraria, you just fill the area with enough of a specific kind of block, and it changes the biome to match. Like if you fill an area with mud, it turns into a jungle. Why can't Minecraft do that? Why can't they make it so that if I strip all of the mangrove trees and mud out of a mangrove swamp, it's not a mangrove swamp anymore? Or if I flatten a mountain, it's no longer a mountain. I know they would have to completely change how biomes work, because it's just not really compatible with the way Minecraft functions. But still, it would be really cool. That's, you know, it'd be like super fun and immersive. And also, like, it kind of fits that... No, it doesn't really fit Minecraft's, like, current design philosophy, I guess. You know, where they just make toys to play with for 5 minutes before you get bored and go play something else. I think that's Mojang's new design philosophy. I don't care for modern Minecraft. I don't care for the direction this game is taking. But lucky me, I can take it in a whole nother direction. I'm taking it my way. I'm Mojang now. We'll probably still keep up with some of the major updates. Like whenever 27.1 releases, we'll update to that and stuff. But honestly, if Mojang starts doing just like random shit that nobody cares about, well, they're already doing that. If Mojang starts doing only that, and they don't do anything cool to balance it out, and it's just kind of you know, and it's too much of a pain to update, I'm not gonna update. I don't care to. I already don't care about any of the new features in 26.2. I haven't even played with sulfur cubes, and I'm already bored of them. They have zero effect on gameplay. Like, it's a cool gimmick. Mojang is very, very good at making gimmicks. They're horrible at making actual meaningful changes. Probably because they're like afraid to and not really paid enough to take risks. And if they do take a risk and it doesn't work out, which it won't, because according to Microsoft, their target audience has to be literally everyone on Earth, then it probably won't be good. So, I mean, you can't really blame them, I guess, for going the way that they're going. They're kind of forced into a corner. But still, like, come on. It's really just a Microsoft thing. Mojang, Minecraft is like the epitome of everything Microsoft is doing horribly wrong. You know, it's got that good legacy, it's got that foundation, and then just horribly incompetent management. Anyway, thank you for coming to my TED Talk. That's pretty much it. Alright, I will need one bit of polished diorite just to finish off the ceiling. Oh, sorry. Did you get bored? My apologies. I love that I made that a reward. It completely blocks chat. You can't see chat anymore. But it's kind of worth it. And by the way, this is just an hour of Subway Surfers gameplay that I found on YouTube. I don't know how long it's gonna go for. Maybe just until someone turns it off. No, I think I put it on a timer. I think either it could be toggled or the timer can run out. And it's not a full hour. Technically, if you redeemed the Subway Surfers reward enough times, you could see the full hour. Yeah, see, it's just a minute. So, you'd have to redeem the reward 60 times to see the entire gameplay. I kind of want to build another thing here, like right next to the post office. I've had a couple ideas. I think one that I had was some sort of trade shop where rather than like just a traditional store, you just kind of, you put in something of equal value. So if the store has like a stack of dirt, you can put in something that you think is worth a stack of dirt. Rather than paying for it normally. Also need to do something with that village over there. Because it's long dead. Everyone in that village died horribly. There may have been one remaining villager at the time when the raid was completed there. Because that's how it died, was we did a raid over there. So there may have been one villager left, because I guess there would have had to have been to complete the raid. But that villager definitely died, like immediately after. They did not last long. Maybe I could find like another village and start kidnapping villagers from there. Just move them over to this village. Yeah, what are you talking about? This village has always been lively. There's always been people here. Just don't listen to them. Don't talk to any of them. Alrighty. The foundational layers, like the walls, ceilings, floors, everything like that for Walmart is complete. Now we just need to do all the interior stuff, which is for another time. I'll come back randomly when I remember it. But I also wanted to build a car. Ooh, I had a fun idea. Just build like a normal sized car, but it's just sitting in between the lines of a couple parking spaces. Every parking lot's gotta have a few of those. Alright, so put up my mud. Let's see, what kind of car are we thinking? It can't be too complicated, obviously. And I don't have access to every block. So it might have to be built out of concrete or wool. Let's see, what concretes do I have? Concrete? None. Very little. What terracottas do I have? Not really any good car colors. Yellow is kind of inspiring me though. I could do something with that. The pearlescent frog lights. Purple. Yeah, we do have purple concrete. We do a racing stripe. Gotta have the great mirrors. So, let me see here. Let me see if this is possible to do. What I kind of want to do here, I can get a window capture on it. Jeep truck. I want to do Jeep truck. It's gonna be yeller with a purple racing stripe on it. I don't know if it'll come out as a Jeep truck, but I'm gonna try. So that's what we're working with. What else would I need? I guess I probably need some cut iron, maybe? I'm gonna grab cut iron just because it's pretty. And I guess we'll probably need wheels, huh? Wheels are pretty important. What's my wheels? Wool. Wool it is. We're gonna do the classic black wool wheels with stone buttons on them. Alrighty. Let's go build ourselves a truck. Well, Taco, how the hell did you get out here? You know, I'm gonna put you up. Get back down here. Alright. Back in your house. Barely ever to be used. I spent just ages breeding a nice horse, and then I rarely ever ride it because the rails just take me everywhere I need to go. I don't explore very much, you know? And anywhere that I go frequently, I build a rail. Good old iron horse, they say. Can I make the truck look like it's lifted? I like my lifted truck. Don't leave me. I feel like the type of person that drives a lifted Jeep truck would definitely work between the lines here. Alrighty. So, gotta have it really straddling them. Actually, how wide? I don't know if I can make it this wide and still make sense. This wide probably works better. I didn't grab glass. That's fine. It'll just not have a windshield. Alright. Stone cutter. Stone cutter, stone cutter, stone cutter. I knew there was a stone cutter over here. Alright. Cut iron slabs. You gonna be lifted. Lift right up. Oh, you know what? Pull it right up. Right up to the curb. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like this truck bill is just gonna be me venting my frustration about the certain type of people in parking lots. You know who. There we go. We can do that and that with the vertical slabs. How we gonna do this grill? I didn't think about it being half lifted like this. That is completely ridiculous. But also, maybe. No, but the grill has to be at the same level as the lights, right? Here's what I'm gonna do. Cut iron there. Oops. My pickaxe mines too quickly. Yeah. And I'm going to do the conversion of the concrete, just so we can get that racing stripe going. And you know what? Why does concrete have such a low mining level? I really feel like it should be slower to mine. It's gonna be a wide racing stripe. Alright, how the hell is this thing shaped? Kinda shaped a bit like this. I gotta decipher. Okay, it's got like a big honking thing up here. I'm doing the best I can with the blocks I have. Mid-roll ads will play in 1 minute. Everybody panic! If I do this. Oh no. See, it doesn't work. Oh, wait. Hey, just do that. Well, that's the problem, though. That's the problem, isn't it? I've forgotten the way that I wanted to do it. So somewhat like this. Man, I love these bits and balance blocks. Okay, when they want to work, they're great. And of course, it's raining again. Do we live in Seattle? This rain is absolutely ridiculous. Why does it rain constantly? Whatever, I'm just building a trick. Alright, we do like that. And then how big's the back there? It's not the best. You know what? Gotta wait. You gotta be patient. Gotta be patient. How's it looking? Not good. Not good. That don't look good at all. Okay, I'll have to take this down here. Does that look okay? I mean, to be fair, it is based off of the Jeep truck, which is not necessarily the best looking truck in the world. Here, I will... Maybe if I do that. That made it worse. Maybe my problem is that I'm trying to make an ugly thing look good. Not supposed to look good. That's kind of the point. I think these headlights are just too low. They don't really work. Which is a shame, because... Man... See, I don't know how to make headlight looking doos. Because I lifted it. Oh, why did I have to lift it? So I try to put headlights on it, they're gonna be up here. Maybe I just need to not have it be lifted. It just can't be lifted. It's unfortunate, but it can't be lifted. It's not gonna work. I could just completely change my plans. I mean, I'm still gonna have it pulled right up to the curb. That has not changed. But I can just completely change my plans here. I can actually use the grates now. Purple. Gotta have the purple. Okay. I mean, it still looks ridiculous, you know? Still looks just absolutely ridiculous. It's just not the same. Not quite the same. But we'll have to take it. Oops. Okay, can you not? Alright. Here we go. There's the truck. Pulled right up on the curb. And parked between the lines. Because of course, it's only right. I should probably have tail lights on this one as well. There we go. I know obviously they're not going to be like shining brightly, but still, it's more light. And it also makes sense just to have something back here. This looks so much simpler than that one over there. I'm gonna sleep, because I'm sure the rain is doing wonders for the bitrate. we go. There's that trick. Gotta have a license plate too. It's important to have a license plate. Black tree. And then I think it's like this. That's how I did it. Trying to like remember how I did things. Even though I know I literally just looked at them, but shut up. All right. Trick. License plate. Yes, indeed. Trick. Dude, why can I not make this like the right length? There we go. Trick. There. Yellow truck with a purple racing stripe. Parked right up on the curb. As you do. And one more thing I wanted to do was I also wanted to go and try fishing. Because there's a few new enchants and also slightly reworked enchants that made poop from the butt. Yes, I did. There's a couple new enchants that I want to go and get. And the best way that I've found to get enchants is to go fishing in the end. Because I up the spawn chance of getting books when you're fishing in the end. And honestly, there's not a whole lot of other ways to get books. So really, we're just gonna go gamble. But first I gotta go put up some of my stuff. Part looks so dumb and out of place here. But I'm sure it'll look great at literally anyone else's base. I'm just building in a style that the technological era of Minecraft doesn't really lend itself to, you know? Alright, and I've got a fishing rod on me. Let's go to the mall. It's time to go gambling at the mall. Hooray! My favorite thing to do. This wandering trader is still here. Still just chilling there, huh? These chunks here get loaded just enough that wandering traders can spawn in, but they won't really despawn for like a long time. Because they're only loaded for like a couple seconds at a time. So if a wandering trader ever spawns in, he's just gonna be sitting there until someone goes and puts him down. Or if someone rides the rails enough times that he can finally despawn. And I'm also... Ooh, I need to... Hold on. What is in this book and go? The fuck? What does this mean? Why have I been carrying this around in my backpack since like the beginning of time? Okay. I don't use coordinates, so I don't know where that is. Well, anyway, don't let me forget. I also want to make a plow so I can make roads. Road work. All right. Don't forget. Thanks. Fishing time. Hooray. The most interesting activity. And it's pretty much just this until I get a book. Might be a couple of minutes, might be half an hour. Phantom membrane. That's pretty good. Don't get many of those. Don't have much use for them. I don't get many. Yeah, basically just gonna be sitting here until I get a book or until I get bored and move on. Holy name tags. Why so many? I don't think that really changed the chances of getting a name tag. Oh boy, eel. Oh, and it also shows the way that party meals heals you. So this gives you 1 heart over 5.6 seconds. And my onion soup gives me 7 hearts over 3.5 seconds. Because they're higher nutrition. Onion soup is. Another dragonfish. Another one. And another one. Boy, fishing sure likes to give me a lot of the same thing in a row. I mean, it's not like dragonfish are uncommon. They're a fish. Fish is like the most common catch. That's 6 dragonfish in a row. I don't know what the odds are on that. Not insanely low, but still. Haven't even caught a void skipper. Oh, book! Warden's Spine. Okay, well that's kind of boring. That's lame. I want to get another book. It didn't take me very long for Warden's Spine. Another dragonfish. Ooh, popped chorus fruit. You can make end rods with those. And literally nothing else. That's all that item exists for. Honestly, well, it exists for purpur, I guess. Okay, yeah, you make purpur with it. But it seems kind of weird. It's a weird little middleman item. Like a micro crafting ingredient. Which Minecraft doesn't normally do that. Ooh, extracting. Okay. Another book. Come on, 3rd book's a charm. Well then, strafe. Okay, well. We tried. Nothing new. I am going to go back home, put on my books, and... Oh, right, I set my spawn here. Right. There's my poop from a butt. Alright, so I'm gonna make a plow. Because plows are very cool. The plow will allow me to start work on some of the biggest roads yet. Because there is no way I was going to be doing some of the roads that I want to do by hand. Gotta have a plow. I mean, I probably would have done some like giant roads by hand. But it would have taken me a long time. A plow is gonna save so much time. Alrighty. Fish up here. You can tell how much I've been fishing in the end. Hostile drops. Dump. Knowledge. And functional for name tags. Alright. So, to make a plow, you obviously need 2 wheels. That much is known. I don't know the rest. Okay. I understand. I get it. I don't need to see the recipe thing anymore. Thank you, Nick, for not letting me forget. You did good. Tools, I'll use new iron shovels. Alright. Brand new iron shovels. Plow. Let's go somewhere I want to start plowing. I think a good place to start plowing would be from the spawn house to maybe Sam's area. That's a good, reasonable distance, I think. I don't think there's too much in the way. There's probably a bit of water. I'll just start plowing from the spawn house and see where I go. You don't need a plan. Alrighty. So, if I remember correctly, and I probably don't, I can literally just follow that rail line. But yeah, I can't get over to Sam's area because it's cut off by water. Okay. So, instead, I'm just gonna start plowing here. So basically, how a plow works, you just click it down like that, and you start pulling. Make sure I don't get any of the torches. And we just go. And we're gonna make a road. Somewhere, maybe. Oh, that's... Oh, come on. Sometimes you gotta backtrack a little bit. Sometimes it doesn't quite want to plow the area properly. Usually it's not too bad. It's just when you're going uphill. Come on. Yeah. Right, so this will... What is this? I've forgotten what this is. What is this? This looks like somebody's hidden base. Can't tell you much else. And something nice about being on path blocks, once they've been paved, you get the nice little speed boost. You just go back and forth as many times as you need. Okay. The plow wants to work with me here. Come on. Come on. Plow. Plow correctly. There we go. That's a little bit better. And we keep going. I think there's a little bit of a base. Come on. I think there's a little bit of a base this way if we just keep going. I don't know if it's still inhabited. I don't think so. I think it's another abandoned one. There's a lot of abandoned bases. Come on. Come on. Plow correctly. Plow all the way. Wait, what the hell? Two of the shovels broke. Oh, is plowing use shovel durability? Oh, I didn't think about durability. Ooh, why is the middle one not broken? Weird. How far is this abandoned base? It is pretty far. It's the rail line to Babylon. Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna go all the way over there. But anyway, plow, very cool. Very nice little toy to play with. The idea is to just use that to make giant roads. I didn't think about the fact that it uses shovel durability. That's gonna be a pain. But now, after just 2 shovels burned, we've got this lovely path I can run on. Yeah, honestly, I don't think I really have anything else to go off of here. We've done pretty much everything. I don't know. You know, I've streamed Minecraft so much. Like, obviously off and on. I don't stream often, but I just don't feel like it's particularly interesting of a thing to stream. At least not in the. I don't know, it can be. But as of right now, it's not the most interesting. So I'm probably just gonna keep this to short, like, update streams, or if I have an idea that I want to work on. I don't really like the grinding streams, just like sitting here pretty much quietly grinding. I could do it, but those kind of require a chat to converse with. And I have not really done anything for myself to grow a chat. Honestly, entirely on me. But yeah, this stream I'm probably gonna end soon. It's just a short little update stream, just announcing, hey, Drasil 1.2 out. And let's see, I have an idea for another stream. Hopefully tomorrow, if nothing gets in my way, if I don't get sick again, or if somebody else is deciding to plan to do something and hasn't told me again. If all goes according to plan, I will do something tomorrow, and it will be a reasonable length stream. How long have I been going today? An hour and a half? That's nice, short length stream. It's like it's, it's a shorter one. It's not crazy. It's reasonable for it to be a stream at that length. Yeah, let me get back up in here, back up the rat hold. I took the rat ways just so you could see it. Yeah. Honestly, I might just end up keeping a lot of this world to, like, off-camera stuff. I kind of like just doing this world, like, privately, and then I'll do, like, everything else on stream. But we'll figure it out as we